Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. each time, giving you live free picks from today's card. Of course, you guys want to make sure you subscribe to our channel because lots of great content, not just a live show, but lots of great on-demand content here on the Tony Six Morning Show, on Tony Six YouTube channel. And on today's show, we'll get you picks from the NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, Major League Baseball 16-game card. Well, at least they got one in Baltimore, Boston. They're going to try and get a doubleheader in here again today. And, of course, action from the NHL playoffs and the WNBA with action as well. So what we'll do is we'll introduce the cappers, see how they're doing, and then get right to the picks. We don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Let's go to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
I don't too much. Definitely can't complain about the Friday's action heading into the weekend. Hey, it was I had 2 losing days and it was getting pretty ugly. So we were about to lose the beard, and then we had ourselves a nice big Friday and went 7-2. So we get to keep the beard around. I don't have to shave it off here. So we're good to go heading into the weekend. The Mets, I put the Mets over here on the do not bet list. There's no way. How you not win that game last night is beyond me. In the
put the Tigers over there too.
No, that's right.
Put the Tigers over here too, yeah. But they're starting to cool off as well, right? So
Reds.
The Tigers are cooling off. The Mets just forgot how to play some fundamental baseball. When you're bottom of the 10th and it's 5-5, you bunt that guy from second to third. And then you take your 2 cracks. I don't know why you're swinging away down with the 5-5 in the bottom of the 10th. You bunt that guy over. It's just fundamental baseball. It's the new analytics say whack away. I don't think so. I think you bunt. But Soto, man,
well, I don't think they need to examine that when you're in a closeout situation. You know what I mean? I don't know if they've examined that close enough. I know I get it when it's just, you still have innings to play, but in a walk-off situation, I don't know if they've really examined that if it's not the right move to bunt. I think it might be, But also
for me, I'm watching baseball enough. I would be as the coach. You're bunting. Get out there. You're bunting. Bunt him over to the third, and then even a sac fly gets you the winning run. In that one. It just fundamental baseball. Some of these new analytics, sometimes you still have to look and go, hey, so fundamentals that we used to play in baseball, you still got to stick to in this same thing. That was my one loss, and then the other loss was Seattle. Congratulations, you got to win, but I think it was more the Mercury. You just couldn't get the shot down. 4 minutes and 48 seconds in that game to end it off where they scored nothing, and Seattle won by 7. So it wasn't Seattle winning the game; it was more that the Mercury forgot how to cruise their car up and down the road and put the bucket in the hole. For the last 4.5 minutes, for the last fourth quarter, after the fourth quarter, basically, you scored nothing, and Seattle got lucky and snuck out the cover there. So
there you go.
Tied it up. Congratulations there. I would suspend Nurse a game. There's no need for that dirty play at the end there, where he hacked hints. I get it is a 2-minute slash. That's all you can get. It's not a 5-minute. I don't think they've ever given a 5-minute slashing penalty in the NHL, unless it was not to the shin anyways, maybe upper body to the head type of thing, but not to someone's shin. It's a 2-minute penalty at best. Was it a little dirty? A little.
Yeah.
Definitely a little.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Hello, Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Not too much. Coming off 50-50 day there. We did cash our best bet in baseball. We went back to the Angels there. And then we cashed with the Pacers again. Can't go wrong there. And then props I gave out yesterday from the video, we had Seiya Suzuki as the Cubs heated up there in that run. We did get that home run prop, and then we did not have to sweat the Ronald Acuna Jr. prop. First pitch, first hit, home run, longest home run in Truist since 2023. He's hit far. That hit was farther than anybody's hit in 2 years. So he is back. We'll see how he does again today. But yeah, great day for the most part. Like I said, went 50-50, 3-3. So couldn't complain, but ready to get to today.
There we go with Chris. Solo, what's happening?
All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's enjoying the weekend. We went about 3.5 plus units. Nice little monster day yesterday. Left a little meat on the bone. Did hit a couple play todays. I was on the opposite of ride. My play today, WNBA, was on the Seattle Storm -5.5. They snug it out at the end, came through for me. And then I had another one on the Dodgers. Nice little card today, man. So let's fire. Let's make some money.
That's fire indeed. I just want to look at Bo. I talked to Bo yesterday. He should be back here in the rotation next week. Happy hour, some morning appearances, and videos Sunday night, he told me. So we'll hear from Bo. Yeah, I had a 500 day, but I did show profit because the Angels run line was a nice payoff there. So they got the job done in the that big plus. That's when you like to play those run lines, get that big plus 130, 140 there. I said, wow, that's especially against this Marlins bullpen, which is they give up home runs. The Angels, again, 2+ home runs in a game. And the Marlins know how to give them up. So there you go. All right, let's get underway here on.
Mo told me back on Tuesday on the happy hour, too. So.
Did he? All right, nice.
Yeah, he told me he'd pop in on the happy hour. First he said Monday, and I'm like, Monday's Memorial Day. And he's like, Tuesday then.
Absolutely, Tuesday. All right, let's get to the games, guys. We'll start with the NBA playoffs. Thunder and Wolves. Thunder up 2-0 in this series. OKC favorite 3 or 2.5. Shop your line, get the best number. Total 218 or 217.5 at Penny right now. Clean injury report. That's what we've seen so far in these series. We haven't seen anybody hit their injury report. Let's keep it this way. We'll start here with Rod.
Yeah, looking at OKC heading into Minnesota. Well, we've looked at what OKC's done so far these playoffs, and hey, they've got the job done at home. On the road, well, they're 0-5 ATS out on the road to start these playoffs. So no covers for OKC out on the road. But this is such a short line. I'm going to look at the first half. What OKC's done in that first half is covered it. So I believe 4 straight covers for this OKC squad out on the road in that first half. So the money lines, I see it about -118, -120. Shop, get the best of the number. I'll take OKC on the money line in that first half. I think they come into this one and have the lead heading into the locker room.
Yeah, from Rod. Just a note for the premium picks out there. We do document now first half NBA spread, money line, and total. Now we document that on our site. Move on over to Chris.
Yeah, they've got a premium on the total in this one, so you guys can go check that out. I didn't want to do a premium on picking a side here. This has been a hard one to figure out in the Eastern Conference. But for me, I think you're back home with Minnesota here. And if Minnesota doesn't get this one, they might as well just go to Cancun. So you guys can take the points. I'm going to take the money line with the Timberwolves, see if they can get this done and at least hang in here, because it's going to be hard to go down 3-0 even at home. So I think they got to come out here. I think they got to start firing early. I think they got to get into this thing. They got to get the home court behind them, and they've got to get this win to lock it in and stay in this. Otherwise, they might as well just leave. So you guys can take the points, and we'll take the money line.
There we go here from Chris. Move on over to Solo.
OKC in Minnesota, like Chris attested to, Minnesota back against the wall, down 0-2, but they're at home. This crowd will be electric. They'll be rocking, but they must start fast. We're going to attack the total in the first half. Let's go over 107.
There, here from Solo to hear what I think about these games here. I like Minnesota plus the points here. As Rod said, Thunder has yet to cover on the road. Remember, they even against Memphis, they didn't cover there in road games here. Now, again, OKC was taken to 7 games in their series with the Nuggets, basically due to their road performance. But here's the thing that really got my attention here. When you look at Oklahoma City shooting the basketball on the road, these playoffs, I'm not looking at any regular season numbers. There's enough data in the playoffs to just look at playoff numbers. That's all I'm looking at right now, just playoff numbers. OKC on the road shooting just under 42% from the field, 26.5% from 3. That's not going to get it done there. Those shooting numbers are atrocious here. Matter of fact, looking at Minnesota here, their net rating in their home playoff games, they're looking at about a +9 net rating there, winning 4 of their 5 in their home games. So, yeah, I can't back OKC. 105 points per 100 possessions OKC's averaging here offensively in their road games. So I'll look at Minnesota there +3. All right, we'll continue here on the Tony Morning Show. Yeah, we'll be documenting Nerfies. That's next on our list here up to get on the side, our Nerfies. So keep an eye there. Also, team totals we're working on. There's something else I can't remember right now, but I know we got Nerfies, team totals, and something else. So let's continue on here on the Tony Morning Show as we turn our attention to Major League Baseball here on the 16-game card. We'll try to get both games in today here for Boston and Baltimore. So let's get to the lines. I'll let you know who the pitchers are in game 1 and game 2 listed. It looks like Eflin and Hunter Dobbins will go in game 1 of that doubleheader, which begins at 1 Eastern. And in game 2 of that doubleheader, looks like we will have, let's see where we're at here, Trevor Rogers and Lucas Giolito. Sorry, Uncle Charlie was, they penciled in Rogers, and it looks like they're going to stick with Rogers. He may be a starter. He may be a bulk inning pitcher. We'll see how they roll here. Rogers, remember him with the Miami Marlins. He breaking in, had a really good 2021, and then he turned to a gas can and end up in the minor leagues. So he's the 27th man here in this doubleheader, called up just for this game. So Rogers against Giolito there in game 2 of the doubleheader. And looking here at these pitchers, I know Luis Ortiz was late addition here, but he's going to be on the mound for Cleveland. And I don't see any other changes. Oh, Jeffrey Springs. Springs was they flip-flopped Lopez and Springs yesterday. So Springs starts today for the Athletics. So that's the other change you might have noticed there since the overnights there, because they popped in Lopez yesterday for Springs. And it looks like we're pretty much no other changes here in the rotations. I'm just giving a quick look here. Harrison goes for the lefty for San Francisco. He was they were TBD for most of the afternoon yesterday, but they settled on Harrison, the lefty, for San Francisco today as they face Washington. And I think our man Zebby's on the mound here from Minnesota today. So there we go. All right, let's get underway here with the baseball rundown. And we've got here Orioles and Red Sox game 1 and 2. We got the Red Sox favored $1.15 in game 1, total 9.5. And in game 2 of this doubleheader, looks like the Red Sox $1.15, total of 9. Royals and Twins, the Twins $1.21, total of 8. And then Diamondbacks and Cardinals, the Cardinals $1.09, total of 8. Brewers and Pirates, the Pirates here will be favored $1.11, total sits here at 9. We'll end this block with the Giants and Nats. The Giants $1.45, total 8.5. We start with Rod.
And for me, in these ones to get things started, does that line look a little bit funky to you, though? Kansas City and Minnesota. We got Zebby as the 135 favorite going against Waka. Waka's been pretty good. 3-1-1 his last 5 starts. Kansas City's won 5 of his last 6 starts as well. So you know what Zebby Matthews can do. I don't know, laying that kind of price with Minnesota Zebby. I take Kansas City there in that one. And then game 1, I like Boston here. You look at Eflin, he has pitched better on the road, but I just don't trust this Baltimore squad. Bullpen, once you get into it, give me Boston there in that matchup. And then, did we get to the Brewers in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, that's part of it.
Part of this one?
Yeah.
Well, someone's O has got to go in this spot, because you look at both these teams here on a Saturday. They're both 0-8 on Saturdays. Neither of these squad has won a Saturday game. So flip a coin and take your pick at this price. I think I would take the Brewers there in that one to get the win. Pittsburgh got the win with Skeens was 2-1 in that one. So it's both these teams on Saturdays have not been good. Just so you know, we know both these teams haven't been the greatest. I'll take the Brew Crew to get the job done there.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, if you ever bet Pittsburgh to win games, play the exact score 1-0 or 2-1. That's the only way Pittsburgh wins games. Let's move on over to Chris.
It's a good way to go. Looking at game 1 here, I'm going to take Boston as well, just to fade of Zach Eflin there. I'd be careful with that total. It is 100% chance of rain. The wind is going out, but we've got rain, so I'd be careful with that. I don't know if we see another 13 run 8th inning. I kept checking that, and I just kept getting notifications. You could have probably cashed a bazillion RBI props in that one. That was insane yesterday. But yeah, I'm going to go with Boston in that one. Just Dobbins, fade Zach Eflin there. Milwaukee, Pittsburgh, I'm going to go under in that one. I mean, like you said, it's either going to be 2-1, whoever. It's going to be a lower scoring one there. Nobody can seem to hit the ball. And then I'm going to go with St. Louis with Liberatore over fade Merrill Kelly in that one. And then I don't know. Yesterday was out. I had the Washington against the Giants. I know I gave out the under yesterday, but I'm going to go with the big price on Washington here and take them on the money line with Irving.
There we go with Chris. On over to Solo.
Let's look at Kansas City and Minnesota. We got Walker and Zebby. I think runs will be premium. I think both these pitchers navigate 5-6 innings, keep the ball inside the park. We'll take this total under 8. Arizona and St. Louis. I'm not a big fan of Kelly. I like the way the Cardinals are hitting it home. Let's take the Cardinals on the money line. And I'm with Chris. Give me the Nats on the money line.
There you go. From Solo, tell you what I think of these games. Yeah, I'm going to look at KC at this spot. Zabi's career numbers, ERA of 7, whip of 1.72 in his 10 starts. 1 this year, 9 last year. When we pick on Zeb, he had a really rough rookie season last year, and it was a streak breaker. There was a streak breaker. We knew, and we called that in his first start this year. But man, you look at Waka, In his past 5 starts, ERA of 1.76. And in their 8-day games, they were all 6-2, returning almost 7 units. So I'll look at KC there. Yeah, I do like St. Louis. Those home numbers are strong here. Matter of fact, not only that, but this year at home against right-handed starters, after the win yesterday, St. Louis now 14-3 at home against righty starters, returning 11.5 units. Their deep bullpen just bad. Past 6 games, ERA over 6. Against these winning teams, 540 to 620 win percentage. Arizona now 5-9 on the road, losing 3 units. So I'll take St. Louis there in that spot. And what else we've got here in this one? Let's see, that Washington game is a big plus price there. And I'll go with Irvin here with the Nats. The Nats here now 6-4 at home, facing teams with a batting average of 255 or lower this season. I'll take Washington, which may be a bullpen game for the Giants, going with this lefty Harrison for the San Francisco Giants. So I'll look at the Nats. Giants only hitting 216 on the road. We know the Nationals got some power in that lineup, so I'll take them here in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show as we continue here with Major League Baseball. The next series of games, Cubs and the Reds. The Cubs favored $1.22, total of 9. Padres and Braves. Brave $1.11, total sits at 9. Mariners and Astros. This one, you got the Mariners $1.08 on the road, total 7.5. A good pitching matchup in that one, Lou and Framber, I believe. Rangers and White Sox. That was one of the big dogs that struck yesterday with the White Sox here. The Rangers $1.50 on the road, total sits at 8. And the Yankees and Rockies. Someone called that in the chat yesterday with the Rocks. I think Rob might have. Someone called this game yesterday. I know that with the Rocks winning. Yankees $3, total 10.5. We start with Rod.
Now, I had the Rockies the day before, and they couldn't get a hit, and I said, watch out, because I just didn't see how the Rockies were going to score runs. It was like, man. And they didn't. They only needed 3. It's kind of like the Pirates. They scored a couple, and they got the win. we were looking at the stats of the Rockies, and how many times this season they give away tacos, right? Because they know when they score 7 runs or more, everybody eats tacos in Colorado. Well, it's working out to about once a week that they score 7 runs. I believe they're on about day 7, day 8, and they haven't scored 7 runs. So usually once a week, the Rockies are good for getting everybody tacos. But going here against, I think maybe tomorrow. I think Warren's on the mound for the Yankees tomorrow. Yeah. So not with Fried on the mound. We know what Fried's been doing. I cannot go against Fried here in this one. I think the Yankees get their payback here, minus a 2.5. I think it's a blowout. Fried will be able to hold down the Rockies there in that one. And then, as Tony alluded to, Texas and the White Sox. Hey, the White Sox got the win, but it still went under the total. Texas unders this season, that's all they do is just go under. So at 8, we know the White Sox bounce back, win another one. Hey, it's possible. They're 4-6 in the last 10. Both teams 4-6 in the last 10. I'll take the under 8 in that one.
Go here with Rob. Move on over to Chris.
Yeah, definitely on that. Texas White Sox game, go under there. You talk about somebody should be put on the do not bet list. That's Texas after yesterday. I don't know what in the world happened there. But yeah, put them on the under. They've just been cashing that train. Chicago and Cincinnati. It's a good pitching matchup there. I like Andrew Abbott. Colin Ray's been doing well. I think they both can keep this a little bit more under control than yesterday. So I'd go under. If I had to lean aside there, I'd take the Cubs on the money line on that one. Did the video on the Yankees in Colorado. You guys can go check that out on YouTube. I'm going to go. I know Freeland can get hit. I know Max Fried's going to keep it under control on the Colorado side, keep those guys in line. But if you look at the Yankees, when they are favored by minus 200 or more, they're 6-0 to the under in Max Fried's starts. So we're going to go under in the Yankees game. Hold our nose for that one. I know it's 10.5, but we'll take that one.
Yeah, we saw Ranger go in there and shut down Colorado, the lefty there. On over to Solo.
Cubs and the Reds. We got Colin Ray and Andrew Abbott. I understand Chris likes the under. I kind of agree with that too. I'm gonna lean more toward the Reds. I think they find a way to get some runs at home. I think this little Cubs team is getting a little overvalued, overrated. The offense is strong, but I think team's going to catch up with them over here the next couple of weeks. Let's take the Reds on the plus. On the even money, I see 102. Let's take the Reds minus 102. We're at San Diego. Are we San Diego, Atlanta? Is that this one or the next one?
Yeah, that's this one. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my guy, Michael King. I'm signing up with Michael King on the money line. I think the Padres bounce back, get a win today.
All right, there you go. Yeah, we got a lot of games at the 4 Eastern today. Yeah, I'll look at under here in Colorado. Agree with the under New York and Colorado with Fried on the mound. We just mentioned, Framber shut down a lefty shut down the Rockies there and shut them out there. He went 7 there in that one against Colorado. Yeah, so I think Fried can do the same thing. Look at Colorado this season hitting a $191 against left-handed starters. So I'll go under in that game. I'll take Houston here in this one. I'll take Framber. Astros now 16-10 at home this season, returning 4 units. Houston hit the ball very well this season at home. 270, the bullpen ERA of 2. I like those numbers there. So I'll look at the Astros in that spot. Also like the under there with the White Sox and Rangers. These are 2 teams that really can't really hit. Rangers over the past 6 games hitting 202. But their ERA 2.59 in their 16-day games. There at Chicago in their day games, they played 29 of them, hitting 207. Cannon at home, an ERA of 1.17. So there you go for your first 5 guys out there. The White Sox starter is pretty good numbers there at home this season. 13-2 the under in their day games for the Rangers this year. So just go under there in Texas and Chicago. I think I found my newsletter pick. All right, I'll look here at the Cubs here. I think they can get it done again. The Cubs, they hit lefties, 279, 20 homers in 11 games. And the bullpen over the past 6 games have been playing really well. Reds hitting 201 against the division. And then, of course, you get the Cubs at this price. Cubs is road favorites of even money to minus 150. And now 9-3, returning 5.5, almost 6 units. So I'll look at Chicago in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we close out baseball with these final 5 games. We've got here Rays and Blue Jays and Rays. In this one, we got the Rays favorite $1.18, total of 9. Dodgers and Mets again here. Mets $1.17, total of 9. Guardians and Tigers. The Tigers $1.42, total 8.5. Phillies and the Homeless Athletics in the shelter. They were only 4-3 yesterday. Phillies $1.60, total 9.5. And the Marlins and Angels again. Angels favorite here, $1.77. Total 8.5, but just heavily to the over. I think 9s are going to hit the screen pretty soon because I see minus 120s, minus 115s there. And Angels big favorites $1.77, total 8.5. So we got to start here with Rod.
Yeah, I'm looking at these in this slot of games. The first one we're going to look at here is, hey, look at the Mets are rolling out again. No thanks. Give me the Dodgers on the run line. I'll take them minus 1.5. I think they whip it up to the Mets. I don't trust those guys at all. If you guys can't get just a fundamental baseball, what are you going to do here against the Dodgers today? It definitely used up some bullpen arms. So did the Dodgers, but they've already been going through with less bullpen arms. So I'll give it to the Dodgers. Their offense is just too much as well. Yeah, how you got through that 1, 2, 3 at the top of that inning with Ohtani and those guys going surprised me. I thought it was going to be one inning earlier that they smashed you out of the park, but they're going to do it today. Why? Because you just don't run as the favorite. What is it? 6 straight failed covers as the favorite. Give me the Dodgers in that one. Another one I'm looking at here in this time spot is that Angels line just keeps going up and up and up, right? It's just like they keep winning. They just keep pushing that line up. I'll take the over 8.5. It's been money 7-3 in this Angels run. Maybe because they've been doing the bulk of the scoring, but hey, they let the Marlins score a few late yesterday to make it to add to that total. So we know the Marlins can score some too to add to this total. Give me the over 8.5 there in that matchup. And then Philly and the Athletics. Give me the yes runs first inning. I believe it's like 6 straight Yerfees for the Phillies.
Wow.
I'm going to say, Yerfe's on the road against the AL West 4 straight. So, yes, runs first inning in the Phillies game today.
There you go. And that shelter there. Yeah, 2 bad bullpens with the Angels and Marlins there, no doubt. Yes, Casey Mize, I didn't want to mention. Yeah, Casey Mize does return today for Detroit there on that one against the Guardians. On over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at that Cleveland-Detroit one, man. I don't know. I guess I'd like to get hurt there. I'd take a lean with Detroit. I don't like it. I hate that. I'm not really a big fan of the plus of the minus 150. It's way more than I probably lay. It's just a lean towards it with Casey Mize. I like him better than I do Ortiz. Dodgers Mets. I'm going to go over. We got Goslin and Peterson there. Same direction with Toronto and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay loves to hit Jose Barrios. Looking at these numbers, a bunch of them have home runs off of him. We're in Tampa Bay. It's a short park, similar to the Athletics. I think we get up and over out of that today. We get over that total. And the Angels totals just were the money line is way too much to take the Angels for me. So I'm agree with the over 8.5 in that game.
Yeah, from Chris. Let's give you guys a glance here on the weather here. 26% chance of rain at Boston and Baltimore. And then also we could have weather in Colorado, 62% chance of rain, 72 degrees there, and 39% chance of rain in Tampa Bay. But, man, it's 88 degrees at first pitch at Tampa Bay. Remember, there's no domes. You got to look at the weather in that Tampa Bay game in Florida. You get some pretty hot weather, 88 degrees at game time. That might be the hottest place in baseball today is in that Tampa Bay game. That looks to be nothing hotter than 88. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. So that's your warmest ballpark tonight, or today, I should say, in baseball. So we'll move on over to Solo.
Toronto and Tampa Bay. I think we got Barrios and Baez. I think the Rays will find a way to get some nice little contact off Barrios. We're gonna take the Rays, get it down on the money line. Miami and the Angels. Like I said, this Angels line is getting a little out of hand. I don't really like this Marlins pitching staff, so I'm gonna take this Angels team total over 4.5. And Cleveland and Detroit, you already know what it is. Give me the Guardians on the money line.
There you go. There from a Solo. I'll tell you what I think about these games. You had almost 90 degrees in Tampa Bay. Give me the over there. Baz at home and ERA over 6 in the 6 games. The Blue Jays now 6-0 to the over in their past 6 road games. So heading into the series. So I like the over in that one. What else? I'm going to come back with I'll come back with the over in the Dodgers Mets here. Gonsolin's on the mound here for LA. LA does hit lefties at 257, 24 homers in 15 games. New York hitting 280 against the National League. But the Dodgers bullpen, remember, both of these bullpens got pretty taxed yesterday. So we'll see what's left here. So I like the over in this one. The Mets are now 14-2 the over, facing a team with a slugging percentage of 440 or greater the past 1+ seasons. Here in LA, now 47-15 to the over, facing teams that outscore opponents by half run per game or greater the past 2+ seasons on the road here. So I like the over here with LA and the Yankees here. And also I'll look at the over in the Marlins and Angels. Boy, the Angels have been picking up on some bad bullpens that we talked about. The Dodgers bullpen, they got to the Athletics bullpen, which has been horrible. And they found another horrible bullpen to pick on in the Marlins. So they faced some pretty cruddy bullpens here. So I don't know if this is fool's gold for the Angels, but they've been taking advantage of it. And they're going to be looking at Quantrill today on the mound with an ERA 6.5. Oh, so there's a gas can there. Doesn't strike out anybody. Angels getting again. They go yard. Soriano has been no great shakes at home. Looking at Soriano at home this year, ERA 6 in those 4 home starts. Quantrill in his 5 road starts, and ERA is 7.5. And LA just hitting home runs. Past 7 games, hitting 317 homers. And Miami now 9-1 to the over, facing teams that average 1.5 home runs per game or greater past 1+ seasons. And LA now 8-3 to the over in their past 11 home games. Give me the over in that one between Angels and Marlins. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Some Morning Show as we continue here. We move on to the ice tonight. As we'll see if we can get a series out of this one. We've got the Hurricanes at the Panthers. Hurricanes, Florida here favored $1.47. Bill sits here at 5.5. I'll on over to Rod.
Yeah, this is the story of the Hurricane. All right, the Hurricane that went because this Hurricanes team, they get to this point. Congratulations! After that, you just hand it over because when you look at it, they 14 straight losses in the conference finals. So you take 2 of those wins away. That means you've been swept in 3 straight conference finals, including the first 2 games of this series. Give me the Florida Panthers. I can't trust this Carolina squad until they show me something. So you lost 14 straight conference games, and now you're going into Florida, where you stink on the road. Look at that road record. They were like 7 games below 500 on the road this year. It ain't gonna get any better for you in the Panthers arena. You scored nothing on your home ice last game and lost 5-0. Pick yourself up the mat here is the way to go. But I'm sorry, can't do it. Give me the Panthers there in that one. I'll take them on the puck line too. I think they beat them up again.
There we go here from Orion. We got you through the NHL, so now it's time to turn our attention to the W tonight. We got 2 games on the board here. The CBS game today will be Liberty and the Fever. Caitlin Clark's are on the court. There'll be dogs in this one. We got the champs, the Liberty here on the road, 4.5, total 173.5. Wings and the Dream. The Dream 7 at home, total 169. At least we got no double digits tonight. Or today, that's all afternoon action. Doubleheader in the afternoon, 1 and 3 Eastern time there in these games. So we get to start with Rod.
Yeah, and look at this one. This Liberty team definitely doesn't turn the ball over a whole lot, and they definitely can score some offense. They're hitting 52% of their field goals to kickstart the year. This pace, the Fever team, hey, they can score some as well, hitting 47% of their shots to kickstart the year. Except they're not very good from the free throw line. Only hitting 61% of their free throws is this Fever team. You definitely got to improve that. I think you can out-rebound the Liberty here in this one and take advantage. This Liberty team doesn't defend the 3 very well. They're giving up 37% field goal shooting from behind the arc this season. So this Fever team that can hit 28% of their threes, they start draining some of those threes, and they got a shot. I'm going to grab the 4.5 here with Caitlin Clark and company here in this one. The last time they faced 4 times last year, and they just slowly got better and better as the year went along, because they got whooped early. They got whooped. And then that last one here, it was in Indiana last year, and they outrighted New York. At 4.5, I'll grab the Fever there plus the 4.5. And then looking at Dallas and Atlanta in this one, these are 2 teams that don't play a whole lot of defense. And this totals up to 170.5. The defensive numbers have been awful, both these teams. The Dream giving up 48% field goal shooting. Dallas giving up 47% field goal shooting. And offenses, well, these offenses haven't been the greatest. So I expect at 170, I'm going to take the under. I think that's just way too many points for these 2 offenses. The Dream, yeah, they've been scoring some points, but some of them have been against some pretty awful defenses. I'm going to take the under 170. I think it's just too high there in Dallas and Atlanta. I also like the under in the Dallas and Atlanta game first half. So first half under, full game under, Dallas and Atlanta.
There you go with Ron. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, the one I'm looking at here today is also the Atlanta game there. And you look at Atlanta at home, they're 4-2 in their last 6 to the under. And I think just 170 is too much for that. So I agree. I'm going to take the under in that matchup there.
Chris, on over to Solo.
We'll have some fun. I'll attack the other game. Liberty and the Fever. This line has really moved. I saw it open up around 1.5, 2. I even saw 2.5. We up around 4.5. I think the Liberty's a better team, but I think the Fever want to show a little something. I think these teams come out fast. Let's take the Fever money line first quarter. Let's take the under in the full game.
Here we go with Solo. All right, we got you through the W. Now it's time for our parlay peripheral segment where our cappers give out a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. Just play it straight. We'll leave up to the cappers in segment. We start with Rod.
And for me, we'll go to the MLB. We're going to take St. Louis on the money line. We're going to take the Blue Jays on the money line. And we're going to take the Padres on the money line. Little 3-teamer for you in MLB.
There from Rod. Next up, we move right on over to Chris.
I'll give you St. Louis money line, Washington Nationals money line, Boston Red Sox game 1 money line. Your home run prop is part of the video. I gave you 4, so I'll give you 1 here. Will Benson with the Cincinnati Reds loves to hit off of Colin Ray, so take Will Benson for a home run today. And then just a RBI prop in that Yankees. I mean, you can pretty much take anybody in the Yankees. They all love to hit Kyle Freeland. But I think your best one there is going to be Trent Grisham at plus 150 for 1 RBI.
There we go with Chris. On over to Solo.
We're going to go with WNBA. We're going Liberty Fever under. MLB, we're going Rays Jays over. NBA, we're going over 107 first half.
Yeah, from Solo. So what I like about these games here. I'll go Cubs in this one. Cubs with the Astros and under Rangers and White Sox. All right, we got you through our polypurple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. We just gave you our free picks on these games, but if you're looking for best plays, our premium plays, well, you just head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. The link is in the description. That'll take you right over to our site. We have leaderboards showcasing top performers in our industry, so you can take a look at all our cappers that are up on the top leaderboard, see what we have for sale. Let's take a look and see what Rod's got for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Rod, unit leader over at Tony'sPicks.com with 5,736 units of profit, all documented over on the site. Rod, what you got for sale?
Now for me over at Tony's Picks today, hey, I got my NHL one-timer, crushed it yesterday, so looking to go back-to-back on it. Got my MLB play of the day, crushed it with the Cardinals yesterday, looking to go back-to-back there, and then the NBA play of the day, looking to go back-to-back with it as well. A couple plays for long-term subscribers as well, so definitely jump aboard long-term is the way to go here. All three of my best bets in each sport is available. I take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional as well here at Tony's Picks. Can't go wrong with that. You can see I'm not the only hot capper, especially over the last month. There's a nice list of cappers doing some great work over the last month. Take advantage. 2-for-1. Having 2 cappers, put some cash into your pocket the rest of the weekend is the way to go. So jump aboard over at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's continue to crush the books. Don't forget Tony T at checkout. Save 15% off. And you want to get aboard long term. That way you get that late play. If we find some late info, some news on any of these games, when you're aboard long term, you'll get that email directly to you 10 minutes to 2 hours before game tip off or puck drop or opening pitch. You'll get that play email directly to you when you're aboard long term here at Tony's Picks. One of those exclusive to Tony's Picks. I haven't seen that offered anywhere else. But emailed directly to you when you're aboard long term. So jump aboard long term here at Tony's Picks.
Get on board long board with Rod with those late Steam plays. Get on board and with Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember code Tony T at checkout. We'll save you that 15% off. All right, let's take a look and see what's we're on here with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. Chris, what you got for sale?
Guys, got you a 3-pack in baseball today, best bet and 2 premiums, and then also have you a best bet in NBA tonight. It is a total, but I picked that up where we cashed our best bet yesterday in the NBA. We're looking to keep that going into today. Cashed our best bet in baseball, so looking to keep that one going. Got you some good ones today on those. And then 2-for-1 capper. Hook me up with somebody else on here. Everybody's on leaderboard. Everybody's doing well. 2 people putting money in your pocket makes a lot of sense. You're on Saturday, so if you hop on 3 days, you're going to get all the way through Monday and get you that late steam. Like Rod said, we can get you that TBDs. Anybody that happens to switch up or whatever on you, get you that information, get you those picks. And then, use the promo code TonyT checkout. It's going to save you that 15%. I also have my season pass on there for one price. Going to run you through the World Series. Pretty reasonable there to get you everything. I put 3 to 5 picks a day in, so you'll get all those for one price. And just hop on something and let's keep going.
I'm board here with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see all the long-term passes, one-day passes are profit guarantee as well. They must turn a profit amount purchased will be right back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee on the one-day passes at Tony'sPicks.com. So get on board with Chris. You see 3 packs and best bets up on the board right now, or you can opt for the long-term pass. So get on board. We'll take a look and see what Solo has for sale right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. Solo, what you got?
I got our best bet in each sport, NBA, WNBA, MLB. Before the top of the hour, I'm at a 3-pack and a 5-pack. One of those is going to be mixed sports. I think your best bet's probably going to be that 3-pack. You'll probably get all the best bets in each sport. That's probably the way to go. But sign up with me short-term, long-term. Pay me one of the hottest cappers. Pay me with your favorite capper. Make sure you use that 15% code. Let's cash.
Cash here with Solo over at Tony'sPicks.com. Solo on the board with best bets up here. WNBA as well. So get on board with Solo at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember the promo code Tony T at checkout. We'll save that 15% off Solo also with long-term subscriptions. So get on board and use that promo code. Ready to roll here with this card for you here. Big coming off a big day yesterday with Solo at Tony'sPicks.com. So get signed up. All right, guys, I have it up on the board right now. I have a best bet for Major League Baseball. Having a really good season in MLB. Also have a 3-pack with 2 MLB and NBA up on that board. So get on board. We can opt for that 3-day pass. Get all my premium plays instead of buying them individually. I'll be in action here with the NBA as well as Major League Baseball over at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember the promo code Tony T at checkout will save you that 15% off, and of course that two for one capper promotions, so you can match them up with your favorite capper over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, guys, we're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. each time here with the Tony Six Morning Show. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, set those notifications so you're notified when we're live, get these plays in real time. Now, if you happen to ever miss a show, you guys can head on right over to YouTube and just type in Tony's Picks, and you'll take a look at our YouTube channel. We've got a really great YouTube channel up here. If you ever want to check out the replay of our show, you missed the live show, well, replays right here on our YouTube page by hitting the live tab. Happy Hour, Rod hosts the Happy Hour Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. each time over on the Tony Morning Show. You'll see Ron, you'll see Ramon up there. One of our cap both should be coming in next week as well. You'll be able to catch a lot of our cappers pop into as well in that Happy Hour show. Members option here. If you'd like to support our channel, get early access to my videos, become a member, hit the join tab if you would. More content here. Hit the video tab. You'll see a lot of content here on demand. El Nino's always looking for those underdogs. Chris has got some great content up there that'll tell you about Ron Crawford, his spreadsheet play of the day. WNBA compilations with Ron and Ramon. KBO with Ron Crawford. Looks like a 5-pack up there from Ron. NHL deeper dives here from Ron. Deeper dives, game versus team in WNBA. Ron will tell you more about that. Of course, my deep dives in baseball and NBA. So check it out over at Tony's Picks YouTube. Lots of great content there, guys. So get on over and hit that subscribe button. Approaching 50,000 subscribers. With that many subscribers, there's great content on our channel. Of course, I'll let Rod talk about a lot of content up there today. Rod on demand. Of course, during the week, we can catch you on the Happy Hour.
Yeah, definitely tune in to the Happy Hour Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll get you covered on any late info TBDs. As Nathan Cerna says, yeah, I'm down with TBD sometimes too. But sometimes you definitely love to know who's throwing the ball so you can put your money. Because sometimes one side and you're like, I really want to fade that guy. And I'll take TBD just because, but you want to know that late info. So tune into the Happy Hour show, and then I got you covered on some of the WNBA and then today's NHL. Deeper dive, check it out over at the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Lots of content over there to check out. Great info there. You definitely want to make a part of your routine to check out all the Tony's Picks YouTube content daily.
Yeah, the YouTube content. Of course, you've got content up there, Chris. So see the home run props and more.
Yeah, guys, get you a deeper dive into the Yankees-Colorado game as to why to take the under today. And then, got you 4 home run props today. I got you 6 yesterday. We cashed with one of them. We got you 4 more today. I always try to find you the best value, best pitcher matchups and everything and get those going. So, yeah, like I said, don't parlay them. Do them individually. Not trying to chase that generational wealth there. We're trying to hit 4. I think somebody tried to hit all 6 yesterday for over 100,000, and real sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, don't parlay, straight bet, guys, and y'all keep bringing out the content for you.
Absolutely, there with Chris, and of course, still got you here on the mornings. You pop in occasionally Happy Hour, sometimes you pop into that WNBA compilation.
Yeah, I'm a morning guy, but I'm lurking, I'm sharking in the water. I try to pop in on the Happy Hour once a week. Probably tap in with Ramon, shoot that WNBA video later on today. Maybe tomorrow throughout the weekend. I'm gonna try to drop some more WNBA content coming soon. Schedule clearing up. So hey. Stay with us. Stand by. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it indeed. Of course, there from Solo Chris. I want to give a shout out to our man, Ron Hunt, who runs our chat. Ron's got his 3-teamer here for you here on the Dodgers money line, Red Sox money line, and Cubs money line. And he also has plays up on the board. He's hitting the leaderboard. Our man, Ron Hunt, part of our team here at Tony'sPicks.com. So go ahead and get signed up with Ron as well.
I don't see the Tigers in there, Ron.
Oh, that's right. Casey Mize, that's the guy. He's pretty bulked up, He's pretty bulked up, but he didn't get that hammy bulked up too much. He got that upper body going though. Got to get that lower body now to keep up. All right, guys, we're back again tomorrow here. Yes, 3 bets only from Ron Hahn. He says, "Don't parlay my stuff." That's right. Tigers, listen, that he's going to go 1.5.
There you go.
Yeah, next week we should have the regionals in college baseball. Regionals in college baseball. We should have them We should have them in the system by next week. That's my blind provider told me we'll have them there. So we'll keep an eye on NCAA baseball regionals, then the super regionals, then College World Series in the middle of June, which they have that blanketed all over ESPN in June. It's just nothing but I call it the real AAA for Major League Baseball there, because especially the SEC conference loaded with a lot of MLB prospects. I mean, nowadays they get them signed. They just play rookie ball and boom, they're right in the big leagues now. I mean, that's the way it rolls. And when they come out of the SEC, there. All right. that'll do it for this edition of Tony Six Morning Show. Packing in tomorrow live at 9:30 NBC time. So you guys, make sure you tune in. Any closing thoughts from anyone before we close it out?
I'm good.
Take a Gustav Forsling of the Panthers just to get a point. He needs 1 point. That's it. He can get an assist. He can get the goal, whatever. Just 1 point plus 205. He's got 3 points in the last 5 games. So we'll take Gustav Forsling plus 205. Anytime a point.
There we go there from Rod. All right, that's going to do it for the show, guys. We'll wake up. Bye, guys. You guys make it a winning Saturday. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six Morning Show.